Don't allow US and France to cite military base in Nigeria, bring troops, expelled from Mali and Niger. Professor Jega and other eminent leaders warn President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They say this thing now when una wan do, una go cause small problem because when this US military and France military is in Mali and Niger Republic, problem in those countries did not stop for one day, but it escalated. Now they don't drive them comot for their country. They are now planning, making arrangement to come to Nigeria, not try more. Some eminent leaders in the country, as well as civil society organizations, on Friday, they cautioned President Bola Tinubu against allowing the United States and the French government to relocate their military base from the Sahel to Nigeria. In an open letter to Tinubu and the leadership of the National Assembly, the leader said the Nigerian government should not succumb to such pressure. Those who signed the letters obtained by Sahara reporters on Friday evening include Professor Abubakar Sadiq Mohammed of the Center for Democratic Development, Research and Training, Zaria, Professor Kabiru Suleiman Chef, a former Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, representing the Ariwa Research and Development Project, Kaduna. Professor Atairu Jega, who is a former chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Professor Jubrin Ibrahim from the Center for Democracy and Development, CDD, Abuja. Awa Musa of the Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center, CISLAC, Abuja, and YZ ER from the Center for Information, Technology and Development, CITAD, Kano. According to the letter, the American and French governments have allegedly been aggressively lobbying Nigeria, along with Gulf of Guinea countries, to sign new defense pacts that would allow them to redeploy their troops, expelled from Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. Of the countries in Gulf of Guinea, Nigeria turns out to be the most strategically located, the leader said in their joint letter. The letter read, "It is a common knowledge that the American and French governments have been desperately lobbying the government of Nigeria, Benin, Togo, and Ghana to agree to sign new defense pacts that would enable them to redeploy their soldiers expelled from Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. Some of these troops have been redeployed to Chad, but France and United States prefer countries of the Gulf of Guinea that are more strategically located to serve their interests in the central zone of the Sahel. Of the countries in the Gulf of Guinea, Nigeria turns out to be the most strategically located. There are indications that the Nigerian government may be favorably disposed to the proposed defense pacts. However, there is a widespread apprehension that signing of the pacts by Nigeria would have wide-ranging implications for defense and internal security of the country. On 22nd December 2023, the last of France's 1,500 troops deployed in Niamey and two other bases in the tri-frontier of Niger were marched out of the country on March 16, 2024. Niger Republic suspended the military agreement with the United States signed in 2012, while allowed the US to station about 1,100 US troops and civilian personnel permanently in Niger to operate from two American bases in the country. American Air Base 101 is located in Niamey, while Air Base 201 is located near the small northern city of Agadez, about 920 kilometers southwest of Niamey. These French and American bases were used by the French and the Americans to carry out manned and unmanned surveillance, fights, and other operations in the Sahel. The bases had become the focal point for Western intelligence and surveillance operations in West Africa. The American and French troops were expelled because their presence did not serve any useful purpose. Instead, they were using the defense part to carry out surveillance operations in the region to serve their geopolitical strategic interests. As a result of this explosion, the Gulf of Guinea countries, especially Nigeria, are being pressured to compromise their sovereignty by harboring these foreign troops who would come to serve the interests of NATO to the detriment of the national interest and security of the countries of the Gulf of Guinea. Nigerian Civil War experiences when France overtly supported the Biafran secessionists, and the US should provide our leaders with food for thought. It is important to remember that Nigerians have constantly opposed defense agreements with foreign countries since the 1960s, when the Balawa administration was forced to abrogate the Anglo-Nigerian Defense Agreement because the agreement contained a clause which allowed the Royal Air Force to overfly and test its aircraft in Nigeria. The agreement also allowed the Royal Air Force to station maintenance staff in Nigeria. The Balawa administration was pressured to aggregate the agreement between public opinion perceived it as an experiment of Nigerians' freedom of action, which might throw the country into hostilities against its wishes. This remains true. Okay, guys, you've all heard it. Now, what's your take on this? Let's hear from you. Kindly drop your comment below the comment section. Thank you.